Bonjour, welcome to the week beginning the 8th of February, and the good news for you is this is a short week for you, so only one lesson from me for this week. We're continuing on with our topic of shopping, but this week we're looking specifically at clothes and shopping for clothes. So your starter task today is all to do with time phrases. You have got anagrams below, and they're all going to the letters to be rearranged to spell either a day of the week, a time, or a phrase that's to do with time. So for instance, the first one, if you unscramble, it's a day of the week. The second one means this weekend. The third one means tomorrow. The fourth one means tonight. The fifth one means tomorrow night. And the sixth one is a time. So what I want you to do is to rearrange the letters to write the correct French phrase. Good luck! Okay, so we're going to kick off with some new vocabulary. So if you write the title Les vêtements in your blue jotter, les vêtements means clothes, and then you're going to see some vocab to copy down on the next few slides, which I'll talk you through. Un jean is a pair of jeans. Un pantalon are trousers. Un t-shirt, a t-shirt. Un pull, a jumper or a pullover or a sweater. Un jogging, joggers. Un maillot de foot is a football shirt or a football top. Une chemise, a shirt. Une jupe, a skirt. Une veste, a blazer, jacket. Une robe is a dress. Des baskets are trainers. Des chaussures are shoes. Okay, this slide just shows a summary of all the words that you should have noted down so you can check, make sure you've got everything. You'll see they're categorised. All the ones that have got the blue writing are masculine, the red ones are feminine, and the yellow ones are plural words. Okay, so you'll notice how the word for une, and des changes. Okay, so here you've got a match-up task. You've got the words in French on the left-hand side and the words in English on the right-hand side. Now, some of them are words that we've seen in the PowerPoint so far, but there's a few that are new. If you get stuck and you need help, then you can use the online dictionary wordreference.com to help you. Task 3 is a reading task, and it's to do with the clothes that you wear in different seasons. So you've got a picture there with the seasons on: le printemps, l'été, l'automne, l'hiver. So that goes spring, summer, autumn, winter. And then if I read the French out for you: au printemps, je vais souvent à la campagne. Donc je porte des bottes, des chaussettes, une chemise ou un anorak. En été, je vais à la plage tous les jours, donc je porte des shorts, des sandales, un t-shirt ou un maillot de bain. En automne, je reste à la maison, donc je porte un jean, un chemisier, un pull, un gilet ou un t-shirt. En hiver, je fais du ski de temps en temps, donc je porte un anorak, des bottes, un pull, un chapeau ou des gants. And then you've got a few questions underneath it in English to answer in sentences in your exercise jotter. Okay, so based on what you read in the previous slide, I want you to come up with some sentences in written French. So it starts off: au printemps, je vais ... donc je porte ... So it's saying in spring I go to whatever, therefore I wear. So you might want to say au printemps je vais. Now I want you to put in a place, and you'll need to remember to put in the words either au, à la, or à le, or aux in front of the place depending on the gender. So it might be je vais à la plage, or je vais au parc. Donc je porte, and some clothing items that you wear. Then it goes on to en été, je vais, donc je porte. So in the summer I go to wherever, therefore I wear. Now I'm expecting you to remember your places from the unit before, okay? Then you've got en automne, in autumn I go to somewhere, and en hiver, in winter I go to somewhere. So you've got something to say for the 4 seasons, and then you've got 3 at the bottom that are slightly different scenarios. So it's given you a place already or an activity already, and you've just got to fill in the clothes at the end. So the first one says, Quand je vais à un baume, je porte. So when I go to a party, I wear. Quand je fais du sport, je porte. So when I do sport, I wear. And then quand je reste chez moi, when I stay at home, like we're all having to do just now, je porte, I wear. Okay, so you just copy the sentence and add in some appropriate things in French, clothes-wise, for the different scenarios. About clothes is going to be useful for us to also be able to describe colours, and we'll go on to describe patterns and sizes and things as well. So on this slide, I just want you to see if you can remember your colours. If there are any that you've forgotten, make a note of them in your blue jotter. Okay, so you've got vert, noir, gris, jaune, rouge, bleu foncé, bleu clair. So that's dark blue and light blue. And
Bleu
then
marine.
bleu marine is navy blue.
Rose,
Rose,
orange,
orange,
marron,
marron,
marron, violet,
violet,
violet, blanc,
and blanc. Now you'll notice that some of them have got extra letters in brackets after them, and that's going to be to do with how they'll change as adjectives if they're describing things that are feminine or things that are plural, but we'll talk about that more in a future lesson. Okay, so it's just enough that you recognise it for the moment. So this task is about you recognising the vocabulary for the different kinds of clothes and also the colours. In an ideal scenario, you could print off this page and colour it in, but if for any of you that's not possible, then it's okay for you just to note down for me what the item is and the colours for each one. So just do whatever is easy for you. So if we look at the first one, it says un chapeau vert et jaune. So that means un chapeau is a hat, and then vert et jaune are two colours. It's green and yellow. So you would colour in the hat green and yellow, or if you're writing down your answer, just write number 1, hat, green, yellow. That's totally fine. So you'll see that there's something all the way down to 13. When it gets to 14, there's no French there, so for number 14, colour it in as you wish and write the description in French. So there's going to be one item left that hasn't been coloured in, and you've got to write down what it is and write how you've coloured it. Okay? So this task deals with translation into English. You've got little passages here in French, and then you've got the beginnings of the English there for you. So you've got to say en semaine, and the bit that's in italics is the bit that's been translated already for you, means in the week. Pour aller au collège. So this bit means to go to school. Je porte, I wear, un pantalon gris, une chemise blanche, et un peu noir. So you would write in here, in the week, to go to school, I wear grey trousers, a white shirt, and a black jumper. So just remember that the colours and things in French come after the noun, but we would normally put them before the noun that we're describing. Okay? And then you do the same for the other ones here. Most of the items of clothing and colours have been mentioned already in the PowerPoint, so you shouldn't need too much help with that. Okay? This bit down here is a little bit more tricky. What we're trying to get you to do here is to come up with your own little passage using all of the words in this grid. Okay? Think about how it might start. Okay? It's going to be starting in a similar way to this example here. So it's going to be saying something about what they wear at the weekend and maybe what they don't wear. So use this second one here as a model to try and help you work out the order of the words. Okay, I'll be really impressed if you can get that done because I think some of you will find that tricky, but I have confidence that some of you will be brilliant at that. So task 7 is a listening task, and you will just put your answers down in English in your exercise jotter, and for each one I want you to note down the item of clothing that's mentioned and what colour it is. Okay, I'll see each one twice, so you've got 2 opportunities to try and get your answers. Number 1. Un pantalon gris. Un pantalon gris. Number 2. Une chemise rose. Une chemise rose. Number 3. Un jean bleu clair. Un jean bleu clair. Extra point for that one if you get the extra bit of information. Number 4. Une jupe verte. Une jupe verte. Number 5. Une robe noire. Une robe noire. And number 6. Un pull marron. Un pull marron. Okay, that's you for today. Au revoir.